the hero had a lot of conditionals that needed to be met in order to perform well. Like a couple of heroes in the meta really made it hard for Hoodwink to thrive, like
Misery's dead.
Oh, alright. They do get the
That's
kill.
first blood for
GH
NIGMA. Go ahead, SyndereN. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I actually don't know. So I call him Boranya, and some call him Borania.
Okay, I'm just going to call him Bora. It's just half of his name, so it can't be technically incorrect.
Let's call him Bora. That's good.
So NIGMA, they see this stack here. The question is, can they do enough to pressure here? Is Rasmus, right, he's going to be found out, is level 6 right now. The trap does slow. Homing missile on the way. Bushwhack does connect onto 2, but Rasmus able to get up his Berserker Call, so will be tanky as a result. But the call down is there with the reinforcements on the way as well. Finally, NIGMA are able to take him out, but will it cost him anything? Look at all the rotations here from Hellbear Smashers. GH will not be able to TP out. LSA was there. So it ends up being a 1-for-1.
So it's not like a very advantageous position. And now they're going to move in. They're going to place an Ops, which is uncovered. They do know there's a ward from NIGMA, though. Oh, LCW, a big pick here.
This would be a huge kill. Hoodwink gets off the stun. Beautiful Laguna Blade. That is enough to delete ILTW. And the big thing about that is he was 200 gold away from finishing his BKB. I think it's time for GH to get his shards. We can see initiation top lane. Rasmus gets off the nice Berserker Call. Sharpshooter into the Laguna Blade. Absolutely delete mind control. And looks like Hellbear Smashers will be able to get out just fine. LCW does get off the homing missile, but really to no avail here. Is Rasmus showing off his newly minted Manta style. That's not good news for Team NIGMA. This is going to be a Roche now for Hellbear.
Yep, no tide, no buyback. They're actually just going to lose this. I don't see a way NIGMA can contest this at all, so I don't think they're even going to bother. But maybe they are. Call down.
Okay, call down is there. Kuroki is available with the egg. You can see the Sunray coming out. Actually popped his BKB as well. The homing missile coming. Lena's going to get to the high ground. Tofu and Ace trying to traverse to their side of the map as well. As Miracle kind of get caught out though. LSA is there into the right click. This looks like it's doing more than enough damage to take him out. And it only cost him a Wyvern. Roche extremely low right now as the egg does finally pop for Kuroki.
That Gilgar found on the gyro when he walked in, and he just BKB.
I feel like they could get it right now, though. This is the timing for Hellbear.
20 seconds. I like this a lot. Again, you're just forcing NIGMA's hand. You know, there's no Supernova. 20 seconds on the TA. Are they going to buy back? Not yet.
They're smoking. Yeah, they want to go in
Rasmus
again.
is outside the pit. I like this way more.
He pops the smoke beautifully, but there's the Ravage into the pit, but it looks like Ace is going to be able to get the Aegis in the end, but the Roshan actually goes to NIGMA, and they're going to lose everybody. Gyro's dead, Io's dead, Kuroki on the high ground now, Rasmus just limping away. It's going to be a triple kill for Bora. Looks like Mind Control is next on the list. They only lose Rasmus. What a huge fight for Hellbear Smashers. Holy jeez. Ultra kill. Mr. Bora, who I can't pronounce your name, but you're playing very well, young man. Good job.
In the grand scheme of things, the Aegis is more important than the kill, obviously, but, you know, Smashers were set to get both, so at the very least, NIGMA got something there with. Alright, there's TP's coming in top. They're very late on this.
Yep, Ace already at half HP. He needs to be careful here. Tier 2 is already dead. You can see the illusions from Rasmus coming in. Homing missile to follow, but the Mind Control with another Ravage. This time it's going to be basically just on the Lina, who gets the Yules off, but the right clicks are going to be more than enough. Nope, going to get saved for now. The LSA is not going to connect, though, and will shortly find her way to the grave. BKB pop from Miracle now as the chase is on. Still buyback available, though, for Bora, if he wants to extend it here. Doppelganger is able to take off that homing missile. Tofu getting chased, though, in the meantime. Yeah, can't even get off the cool embrace in time. So a 2-for-0 along with the Tier 2 tower. Despite not having the Aegis, NIGMA are not scared to fight.
That was so scuffed from Smashers. Wait, hang on.
Rasmus jumps in, beautiful, into the Hoodwink Bushwhack. 2 huge kills, double kill for Rasmus, but Choppity Chop is there. And now the egg looks to be next, but it will get popped eventually. Doppelganger actually ends up dodging it a bit here as Ace. Looks like another Bushwhack from Gil. Beautifully done from this.
Doesn't even have a dagger to get in with, so it couldn't have been that. But yeah, they get a couple of recovery kills off of Rasmus there. That definitely helps. Oh, LCW, very defensive BKB. Scared of getting caught.
That is down to the lowest 6 seconds. And yet the call comes in with the Laguna Blade. So yet another kill for Hellbear. Man, I cannot say their name when I'm talking fast. As Ace on the PL has the Heart SNY combo along with the Diffuse that he had earlier. ILTW leading the charge now. Action onto Rasmus. He's going to get the call down, but he's going to get healed in the meantime. He's going to get stunned, so Lotus Orb applied as well. Bora's not really scared of anything. He's in the backline. Miracle just absolutely rampaging through Rasmus. It's going to be enough to take him out. Cold Embrace not there in time. Now the chase is onto Tofu as he's going to get off his ult. for the time being, but the chase is on. Looks like Mind Control might be able to find, nope, in the trees, Tokens can be able to get out, but ILTW is in a lot of trouble right now, getting surrounded by his teammates, so the egg for separation as well. It looks like Gil might fall on the backside. Ace needs to create a little bit of space thanks to this egg, as ILTW finally gets that last right click, so a 2-for-0 after all of that.
The lane itself is pretty strong. There's a lot of damage in it. I like it.
Something we didn't mention, but Ace, he got this a while ago, was the Shard, which is the Spirit Lance bounces. Yep. And we talked about this at the Major, where some people were not going for this at all.
Oh,
you see the call into the LSA, Mind Control. He's deleted as well. He does have buyback, though, 85 seconds. He doesn't want to use it. Almost certainly will have to, though. As you can see, Lina just pounding onto the Ranger rack. So Hellbear Smashers are the first to get a racks of any kind. And it's going to be a full sweep in the bot lane. Miracle jumps in, but I don't think he actually wants to do anything further here. His Yules can now be dispelled thanks to the Nullifier. The Aeon Disc as well for... Who was it that had it? Somebody on Hellbears. Ace, right? Call down is there. Mind Control gets off the Ravage. It's going to connect on a couple of heroes. Into the egg as well. That's the Sunray egg, and Bora Ninja is in a lot of trouble. Going to get off the Yules for now, but you have to think that he will be the sacrifice at the very least. Gets the Laguna Blade off, but it's only damage in the end. As now Mind Control jumps in again. Going to pop that Aeon Disc. It looks like they want to fight. The Lena's going to buy back into the game. The pressure applied to TA, but he's sent back to base thanks to the beautiful relocate from GH, but a choppity chop is enough, and ILTW, as a result of Io not being there anymore, has no save for himself. Kuroki with the dive. It will he? Oh, it's going to be close. Ace just gets enough damage.
They found Miracle. He has dagger.
GH.
Nice timing.
Miracle. The call is there. Into the bushwhack. Down he goes. Wow. One buyback from Bora. And
that was a frame
dead
perfect Lina stun. But the stun was just perfect. Didn't get to turn and blink at all. And this should be the game.
Yeah, they can just go throne.
NIGMA just never really got their feet off the ground too much in terms of fighting. They have to farm, but they didn't find moves.
Yeah,
we'll try one last-ditch effort to hold here. There's the call. This should
jumps
be it.
in, and the damage applied again to ILTW is just more than enough. GH cannot save his brother this time around, and he's going to be the death as well. So this will be game one for Hellbear Smashers in a very big upset. Again, this is the #1 seed versus the #8 seed of the upper bracket.
I feel like they often find the kill before the bounties rather than on them. Right. That's when teams usually... Oh,
what do you think of this setup as...
Tofu's super dead.
Yeah, Tofu getting completely blocked out, and that is the first blood for NIGMA.
It's better this time because Nyx's stun is not Ravage, right? It's a lower cooldown, so you have it more frequently, and you do have the secondary stun in Carapace as
bot lane, Tofu's dead. Yep, he's actually going to dive all the way around, 360. Beautifully done, but ILTW is getting blocked up by Gilgar. In the meantime, Ace has that Metamorphosis, so they're able to clean him up. A very high-value kill for Smashers this time around.
Great for Smashers bottom lane, getting a 2-for-1.
That's a very common saying.
Stats are alive, correct.
Absolutely. Mind Control, all right. Reflection is there. Timber Chain to the other side. Doesn't have a whole lot of mana. Bushwhack is going to connect into the Metamorphosis, into the Zip as well, and the Sharpshooter just to make sure they're able to take out that pesky Timber Sun.
How is that even a hit?
That was pretty far range. Yeah, that must have been max range for sure. Has another trap out. Yeah, they're scared. Courier was killed from Miracle's side not too long ago. Has the Desto Blink like you talked about the Dragon Lance, and ILTW dies again. They're going to focus on Ace here. Sunder is available, but the stun just in time from GH, so position 1 for position 1. Now the chase is on. Tofu, he's still living.
Position 1 on NIGMA's team. It's not ILTW this game. I think it's another guy.
Yeah, that's true.
He's very hungry, and he will find more food. 1, 2, 3. Not enough with 3 shots, actually.
The rainbows have never hurt so much. Bushwhack only going to connect on 1. Gilgar trying to use his ult to create a little bit of extra distance, but the triple kill for Miracle.
He has a lot of armor against the TA, so he'll survive that in BKB. And against the Drow, he should also be able to handle it.
Like Carapace and the Lotus Orb basically stop this initiation and start things out, but it's not going to matter. GH is donezo. Mind Control looks to be next to ILTW on the high ground with the Gust and just blow up Bora, Nia, and Rasmus thanks to Miracle's right clicks and make it a third. Ace takes a tumble, and just like that, Team NIGMA take a firm grip on this game. They even find a 4th in the backline here from Mind Control. Also gets the silence on the traps.
I think I think, yeah, they want the silence on traps against Storm, and if they do grab the second Roach, they're going to give it to Timbersaw, which is great as well. Oh, they got the jump on Miracle. He does
a bit of trouble here, but mind control's in the vicinity. Bornea has already used half his HP, but a big bushwhack onto 2. Initiation, Sharpshooter's going to be connected, but it's on the Timbersaw. They really want Miracle past the BKB. He dies anyway. Now Chakram onto 2 with the guts from the sideline. LTW with that Lothar is being used to full effect. They're going to get 2 cores out of this. The Sunder comes through, though, from Ace and the BKB. That is a dead Drow Ranger. GH looks to be next, despite Carapace not in time because of the BKB timing there. Triple kill for Ace. Some RNG there, but Tofu, okay, he has his egg, so
almost
not in that much trouble, really. Just trying to delay things here is Team Nigma. Mind control. He might just jump in. The egg is there with the Sunray coming through. He picks up the shard on top of all of this, and Kuroki just getting bursted down eventually. The egg connects finally, and it looks like Timbersaw is next on the menu. 5 versus 1, essentially. The buyback onto Kuro, but will this matter? I mean, the 2 cores are available. 2K net worth lead for Nigma. Yeah, Roche at basically
they're going
1/3
for that.
HP.
I don't know.
Yeah, they're going to jump into Miracle, but there's the guts to follow. A huge bushwhack again onto 2. Can they kill Miracle? He gets all the refraction just in time. Borania trying to do enough right-click damage, but Miracle with the BKB can't sustain it. Buyback is available, though, on this Storm Spirit. Now the BKBs are gone. Ace has to pop his BKB, gets that Sunder off onto Kuro. This will be a dieback onto him if he's not careful. Phoenix jumps in as well. Has already used basically everything. Has to be careful as Ace needs to get this kill before Tofu takes a tumble. That is a dieback onto Kuro, but now they forced him out of the pit, so he'll have time to just TP back normally. This is a huge turning point here, potentially.
They do have meta, and they do have Dragon Form. Actually, everything except Sunder is ready in 10 seconds.
They're going to jump on this Hoodwink. They'll get that kill right after that, but he's going to have to buy back in the game. But they get Rasmus in the end, and now the silence onto Borania. Has to zip away. He did find ILTW in the end. That's a pretty big kill as well. So essentially, it's a Drow for a Dragon Knight, if you want to look at it that way. As Ace has already popped the meta. Yeah, for
We're
sure.
going to steal a Tier B illusion here.
And Ace's meta is almost done. Ooh, this is risky business right here, my friends. Chakram gonna scout things out. A lot of damage being done to Roshan. He pops into his melee form. There's the egg from the side lane into the Sunray as well. Roshan is taken out by the Smasher. Michael gets stunned in the meantime. Borania picks up the Aegis. Not sure who gets the shard and cheese. We'll have to look at that a little bit later as Miracle pops his BKB with the refraction. Borania has to pop the Bloodstone to try to stay alive here. Tofu finally taken out in the end. It's a 1-for-1 to start things out. Borneo with basically no mana to speak of. They just need to get the hell out of here. But the Impale, mana burn, right clicks. That is the Aegis down. He's going to be full mana, full HP now. GH getting stunned with another Bushwhack. Spike Carapace is there. But there's the Gust from the side. Now LTW showing himself from the shadows with that Shadow Blade. Borania, this is going to be a second death for him after the Aegis. And Rasmus even popped his Dragon Form and died right after he respawned. And now Ace, he's going to get bursted down by this right click. It's too much to handle from Team Nigma's side. Holy Jesus, what the hell was this fight?
Just because these BKBs really just changed the dynamic of the fight. Oh, they found him again.
Oh my god. 70 seconds, he has buyback. And now that they've taken this tier 2 bot, and we talked about TA, GH of course does have the Aghanim Scepter now, so he's a burrowed piece of dirt. Has ridiculous amplification to all his spells essentially in one way or another. That is a second set of racks, and now they're just going to go for a throne to try to force his buyback. Yeah, he's going to have to buy back here. Rasmus pops the Dragon Form. This indicates that they want to go on. Oh, the blink out from Miracle. He's not going to be able to get stunned. Rasmus pops the BKB. There's the buyback now from the Storm Spirit. He zips in and does basically nothing. Phoenix is done, though, but does have buyback as well. By the way, the shard was picked up by Dragon Knight. That's who used it, and he already used his Fireball, and he's dead. And that is a dieback, essentially. GH, all right, he's going to get initiated on, but there's the egg on top of him with the Sunray, and the right click from Ace. It's not going to be enough, though. The Phoenix egg is taken out. Ace is going to die as well. Ultra kill for Miracle. And just like that, game 2 comes to an abrupt end, SyndereN. What the hell?
Wow. Yeah, as we know, second Roche, 80% win rate, so when you get that, you obviously lose after 3 minutes. Like, that's just...
Yeah.
I don't know about Min Marana, man. I'm not sure what to make of it. I barely ever see this hero played in that role, so we'll see if Borania can pull out some magic. Apart from that, their lineup looks solid. Again, Ace with the last pick PL, like the panel pointed out, probably a worse PL game than game number 1, though.
ILTW, he's the one that chooses death at the beginning of the game. Dragon Tail, the first blood goes to Ace.
There was a Juggernaut late game that just bodied Terrorblade. when it got late enough. So, but yeah, we have the PL here.
Oh,
also
GH
good,
top lane. Yeah, I didn't think they would have enough damage. The one level
They're gonna
of Breathe
keep
Fire
laying
right
into
now.
LTW here. Good pressure.
Ooh, all right.
He's actually in trouble possibly here. Oh, good bounce
the
back
blocks,
on that. That's
not quite there, but the one more right click will do it, and the vision from Rasmus ensures that they get that kill.
With obviously mind control rotating up there, this now gives Ace a little bit more space to work with down here, because now he has access to the creep waves. He's going to farm wave plus hard camp every minute. Probably even get the small camp as well as another kill.
And near that triangle there, another bushwhack though, into the arrow this time. Looks like GH can take the brunt of the damage there, but it's not a whole lot of damage to speak of, as Nyx is going to take a tumble, so it's a 1-for-1 across the lanes here. Now Rasmus, I mean, he has a 3-level deficit if you compare the off lanes here, SyndereN. My control just...
NIGMA trying to take advantage of their siege creep plus Timber Saw, very classic thing to do when you have Timber. Alright, there's the bushwhack miss, Shannon, you got it.
Yep, caster curse, thank you very much. Wait, did he get the item? That's the real question. Will he be 3 for 3?
Not yet.
How many do they have left is the real
They're not
question.
getting it. Oh, that's a problem.
No. Can they win without is the real question. Bornea getting bursted, but will leap to safety. Mind control creating as much space as possible with GH's help to get the Impel on Gilgir. And doesn't look like Chakram does connect
Mind
there.
control's now a bit compromised
Ace
here.
is here. AA blast to follow, so the Sunray's going to do absolutely nothing. That is the second death for Mind Control after he got off to such a good start. He'll get the one.
Keep in mind, he's top net worth, actually, on the PL. After that start bot, Ace has been doing a really good job at finding farm. Gilgir's dead. Easy pick for Miracle.
But you're right, the BKB right out of the gates, basically, after Dragonlance, is quite interesting. As Ace is getting initiated in the triangle again. TPs are coming in, though. Ace got dusted, it looks like, but there's initiation from Rasmus this time. 3 heroes grouped up here on the side of Team NIGMA as the egg is popped. Can they kill it? There's the leap in with the right click from Mirana. That is more than enough, but it might cost him his life. He's going to turn this around with the Ice Blast. Just hit everybody. Miracle now on the run. He's going to be shattering here pretty soon. A 3-for-1. It just costs Rasmus his life. He'll take that any day. Ooh, I didn't know that interaction worked that way. Pursuing the Smasher's jungle. Ace is going to spot this out, though. Ward. Yeah, they see Miracle. They're going to play their pressure to them to start with, but GH gets something mana, but yeah, the AA blast comes in, connecting onto 2, but you can see that Ace is taking the brunt of this damage along with Rasmus on that whirling death. But the PL is dead just like that, in addition to the AA. It's going to be the cleanup on the Phoenix, though. So 3-for-1, actually. My goodness, Rasmus. I thought he got out of there.
So Mirana had a double damage in that fight, and she did a lot of damage with that. So she can definitely deal damage when she has a rune doing
Bushwhack into the arrow. Mr. Miracle is dead. Pretty big kill, though, after a really bad fight for Smashers. Rasmus is going to pop that Dragon Form. Might find Kuroki here. They get the nice stun. Yeah, great layering from Smashers again. And this will be turning into a Tier 1 tower at all, in fact. And if we do, it's a support, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Gilgir getting spotted out.
Gilgir. Gilgir is really high level. He's level 13. GH is level 9. Super high level on this Hoodwink in this game.
Ooh, Courier.
Looking to get involved.
Dead.
Dust.
Very dead Courier. Bushwhack onto 2, but the Spike Carapace ends up stunning him in turn. Arrow doesn't look like he connects there as the break is now to GH. Rasmus trying to do as much damage as he can from the sideline. That's a buyback onto the Hoodwink, though. Bornea not able to leap to the high ground to finish off the Nyx Assassin. Just going to get beat down by these illusions in the meantime. I believe Smashers need to just reset here. Ace, from afar, has the shard now. Those illusions are going to be much more annoying with that Spirit Lance. Just getting chased. Another great Bushwhack stun, but Ace is just going to get bursted down in the end. Didn't have another Doppelganger to work with. Egg is on the high ground, but I think they're too far away as Rasmus just getting right-click from afar. And Bornea, no leap to speak of. If they can find this kill, this will be enormous. Rasmus popped the
They did actually Moonlight and Smoke under that ward, right? The top ward, I think.
Oh, Chakram on top of him. Rasmus, of course, like you said, does not have the BKB, so he might just get bursted down. That is a super easy kill, and just like they don't have your offlaner, but does have buyback available. Of course, without Dragon Form, though, how much use are you?
Yeah, good read from NIGMA. I think that the top ward that they have placed that's about to expire now did give them the vision that the Smoke plus Moonlight was coming, and they just counterplayed it.
BKB has to be popped by Bornea. The Egg is there to try to save.
Speed.
Yeah, he's getting quite a bit of it. It's going to be enough with that 15 talent. They're going to get 2 kills on top of it. And now Tofu getting bursted down by Mind Control. Sharpshooter connects, but really to not much avail. Arrow connects as well, but not a whole lot of follow-up to speak of, although Rasmus is here with the Dragon Tail. Ace grouping up, but now the Chakram destroying Rasmus. from 100 to 0. We talk about that all the time. Such a good counter to the Dragon Knight. And just like that, it's a 2 for 2.
He's still dead. They found him.
Yeah.
I think
He's
yes,
only,
no.
oh, all right. Scurry up in 2 seconds. Nah, he's finally found. He's only a level 14 in terms of Dota Plus. I'm a little surprised by that. Although I guess the hero hasn't been out that much. But there are some level 30s already for her.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
But he's played so well. Probably spams the crap out of this thing. Is ILTW on the steps of the enemy base now. The meta is popped. Hoodwink is dead for 50 seconds. Absolutely no buyback. And everything online for Team Nigma. Rasmus still not able to have the BKB coming out yet. ILTW. Oh, he gets arrowed. Better be careful here. Ice Splash to follow. Has to sunder a teammate. He does so onto Kuroki. The Ice Blast ends up being wasted for the most part. BoRNIA has to go back to base now. Haven't really seen the leap into the crit strike yet. As oh boy, they get the stun off on the Phantom. Ace is bursted.
So huge good from GH. That Spirit Lance was not targeting Nyx, but the bounce from the shard went on GH, and he carapaced and then got a max range stun.
Yeah, that's rough.
Huge punish onto Ace, and this is a really big problem because they're probably going to be forced to buy back the PL here.
Yeah.
I don't think Nigma has to go back. ILTW with Aegis could still go hit.
Yeah, he still has arrow, but you can tell they just don't want to go on mind control now.
They get it. Now they might just back off. They don't have
yeah.
to necessarily.
Aegis still in ILTW. Still in melee form, obviously. Meta's not available for another 90 seconds, and looks like they're trying to disengage. A blast with the Dragon Tail setup into the leap. Here are the crits, SyndereN! The crit! It's not that much. It's not really not that much right now.
The Scotty has almost no value because he can't use it in the fight. He can't go in. So I guess that's how he's thinking. This is how I do the most damage in the game. And I'm kind of with him on it. It's just... It really makes you question, was this a good pick to begin with, right?
Oh, the FPS has gone down the tubes. That means meta has been popped, SyndereN.
Yep.
Oh, that wasn't meta. What caused my What was that? But that was a reflection then. A reflection on multiple heroes. Okay.
You have found a Nemesis match.
That's not true. Nobody does that. Nobody's playing that. That's actually impossible.
I actually like Nemesis.
Yeah.
I do. I think it's fun. Oh,
here we go. BKB. Big A blast onto 3. They blow up ILTW. No buyback for him. GH stuck inside his burrow. A big potential fight here if they can get more out of this. Dragon Tail is going to connect, but Miracle has created a lot of space between him and Hellbear Smashers. Mind control out of mana completely. So it looks like they'll be able to clean him up at the very least. So a nice mini comeback here from Hellbear Smashers. But what can they turn this into? Meta's popped. Rasmus on the outskirts. Jumps in with the dragon form. The dragon tail. Oh my god, Rasmus melts. Holy Jesus.
He was not ready to get stunned by Nyx there. He didn't BKB.
Yeah, that was rough stuff. He buys back, but like we talked about, useless human form activated. And Nigma know that. And there's creeps in the base right now, so they have to be pretty careful here. And Miracle's going to jump in. He gets Dragon Tail, though. He's going to get pushed back into death. All right, 70 seconds on the deck. ILTW pops the BKB with that huge meta form. Still could go for Roche technically, but it's
to try to get the Roche, but in the end, not enough.
Yep, perhaps trying to snag a little something, but ILTW ends up getting the Aegis, and the kill onto Hoodwink is very easy in the end. It's Ace. Is Moonlight Shadowed? I think it's Ember Spirit. Miracle picked it up. Those Fire Remnants.
Oh, he didn't BKB Rasmus again.
Yeah, Rasmus dead.
It's just
70 seconds on the deck. 7-second BKB is still available to use, but and this is what happens when you're playing against GH in this
arrow.
Nyx Assassin. Okay, beautifully done. That is the Aegis. And BoRNIA pops a BKB. You can see the crits coming out. He still has 2 leaps to go. Uses 1 to retreat, though. This is going to be a tier 3 tower at the very least. And you can see GH is continuing to heal in the midst of all this. He's getting surrounded by his teammates. That's basically a shield, but Hellbear Smashers are starting to drop like flies as the building damage is just going to be too much. It's going to be mega creeps at the very least. Ace. Back. Not mean to rhyme that. GH gets the Impale, connects on the 1, and this is going to be it. So this ends up being 2-1 for Team Nigma. I have to say, I mean, this game was a little bit more stompy, but Smashers in game 2, they had an opportunity to take that game, even though Miracle was owning on TA.